For kia ora and welcome back to Fresh New Rugby, man. Did you guys get to watch the game? I did promise that I was going to watch the game this week, especially the All Blacks versus the Argies. Now, let's do a recap, eh? If you did watch the game, what did you learn? And, yeah, what did you think? You know? So, let's start off with Australia versus South Africa, yeah? What do you reckon? What was exciting about that game? Good game? Yeah. Well, it was just like that. It was really good just to sit there and eat your bananas, or perhaps a good game to go to have a bite of a nice meat pie. But overall, man, I wasn't really that interested in the game. It was good. I mean, Razzie's men's put a trick out of their hats again, and it worked. You know, so, and once again, the Wallabies just didn't have the answer for it, you know. But something that I realized this week with the Aussies, they started to use the tactic that Ireland used on the South Africans, which was the tip ball. But it didn't really work. You know, it was, once again, the champs were just too strong, man. Too strong. You know, and I said it in my video, on my thoughts before the second round of the comp, that South Africa was going to win. And, you know, it was raining, poor conditions, but as elite players, you should be able to adapt to whatever weather it may be. But congratulations to South Africa for getting another win. Unfortunate for the Wallabies, but still a lot to learn. Once again, I know they scored 12 points, and they were all from penalties. And look, it was better than nothing. But however, if you're gonna want to beat the champs, man, you have to do more than just scoring penalties or scoring points from penalties. You actually got to try and score tries. You know, and it was very fortunate for the champs to miss out on 2 opportunities on both sides of the field early on in the game. You know, and obviously it came down with the conditions, but I mean, the Wallabies, man, they fought hard, you know, on defense, and it's so good to see. But they just don't have the mentality or the tactics to break the lines of defense against the champs. So once again, I saw South Africa slowing the ball down at the rucks, but you know, they were just, apart from that, they were just too good for Australia. You know, just way too good. But give credit to the Wallabies for hanging in there, and they actually scored some points from all their hard work. So it's better than nothing, but a lot to learn from, and plenty more to come, I believe, from Joe and his team. So looking forward to their battle between them and Argies. But it's going to be a tough ask playing against Argentina, because if you watch Argentina and the way they play the All Blacks, you can almost say that they'll beat the Wallabies just because of the way they're playing. But it was, you know, nothing really stood out to me against the South African team versus Australia, other than that, you know, South Africa are just too good, you know. And so credit to them, and once again, the game plan from the South African coaches, well implemented, and the results were achieved, and yeah, mission accomplished. So unlucky for the Aussies, but hopefully they'll bounce back and be a lot better. So losing 2 now in a row doesn't really look good. But once again, you know, if you're an Aussie fan, you just got to be patient and hope for a better future. So hopefully that it'll be a lot better against the Pumas, eh? Okay. Now, against the mighty All Blacks and Argentina. Oh man, this game had everything. You know, from the beginning, it was really tough. Razor's men, the All Blacks, set the tone, and not only that, dictated the pace of the game. So it was so good to see playing at Eden Park. It was going to be a mission. Like I said before, they didn't want to repeat the same results as last week. So the forwards and I guess the All Blacks definitely redeemed themselves this week. You know, the way they played, the game plan was carried out to perfection. But credit to the Pumas. And credit to the Pumas for the great fight, and you know, and they deserved that win last week. So they can be proud of that as they go home. But you know, it's a tough ask to beat the All Blacks, especially if they just lost the game. So you know, a wounded beast is always very dangerous, and so that was how the All Blacks felt. Not only that, playing at Eden Park it's just a tough ask to beat them there, eh? You know, let's be real. But, you know, it was really good overall from the All Blacks. Tactical kicking was on point from McGinsey and also from Barrett. They were really good. They were really good tonight. And all the penalties, all the conversions from McKenzie, man, his kicking was on point, on target. And so he definitely improved from last week. The All Blacks were definitely able to deal way more better on the rush defense from the Pumas this week. And that was good to see, you know, and as the All Blacks put those short box kicks just behind the blitz defense, it forced the blitz defense to think twice about what they're doing and putting them on the high guard, whether they should rush or not. But it's good to see that improvement from the All Blacks, you know, and that's how you deal with rush defense. So just couple those kicks down the back and they'll think twice about what they're doing. So incredible skills and display of hard rugby, and also especially kicking from the All Blacks in that first half. I mean, that first half was just, the All Blacks were dominating, you know. They weren't taking a back foot step. And that was a massive difference, you know, with the forwards going forward, you know, laying that platform for the backs to do their stuff. And that's exactly what good teams do. Given that the All Blacks versus the RG's game was in the rain as well, the way they controlled the ball and the way they played, it was a lot better compared to South Africa and Aussie and Australia. So high level of focus, you know, high level of skill was displayed between the All Blacks and RGs, especially in the conditions that the same with the champs and the Wallabies. But if you watch the All Blacks versus the RGs, you'd rather watch that game instead. The set piece, man, All Blacks were just too strong, too good in the scrums, and that's something that they didn't really have last week, and which it was probably good for the RGs. But this week, the All Blacks really showed their strength in the lineouts and also in the scrums. Now, in their tackles, they were aggressive, you know. And not only that, but the All Blacks ball carrying, there was always someone latching on. You know, it was either two or they were never isolated. You know, apart from you, Will Jordan, when you decided to run the ball by yourself and then you got tackled in the middle of the ground. I reckon that was a poor decision. Probably the only poorest decision you made throughout the whole game. But apart from that, you played awesome, bro. So yeah, so that was really good from the All Blacks playing in that game, and so it was good to see. Set piece, yeah, awesome. So that first half from the All Blacks, incredible way. The second half was sort of, you know, we got lost in that last probably 25 minutes. I think the Pumas were trying to make a comeback back then, but although it was a bit too late. But yeah, overall ball carrying and ball control was superb, you know, from the All Blacks. Just high skill to display. Now, with the brothers that filled in the team, or who did I have? Will Jordan, obviously, and Tamati Williams. Man, they were outstanding, yeah. Will Jordan obviously displayed why he should be the first man. Try scoring machine. I think he's played, 32 games now with 32 tries. He's not far from reaching Doug Hellett's record. But he made a big difference tonight. He made a big difference tonight. And Tamati Williams, boy, how could you not start this guy in every game? He was just a beast. Man, he definitely bring that oomph that it was needed for the forwards to go forward. And not only that, the scrums, man, he was magnificent. So, yeah, Will Jordan and Tamati Williams, they were definitely a good move to start. I was laughing at TJ, Pedinara, because if you watch the whole game, I think he only box kicked once. He must have been grounded. But just to see a different side of his game, like running and passing, man, that's Pedinara right there. All day. He's good at that. And then, mind you, that pass that when he broke down the blind side, and he gave that mean-ass offload to Will Jordan to score his first try, I think it was. Bro, that is a masterclass of what offload looks like. That was elite. So from Pedinara, I reckon he definitely stepped up from last week, controlled the game. He was always there, and so it was so good to see. Our number 9 is starting to show up, which is really good. Another interesting one that I thought was good tonight. Well, obviously our whole forward pack, but especially, what's his name? Diary? Is that his name? And the locks, the pairing and the locks for the All Blacks. Man, they were immense tonight. They put in hard work on their shifts, and they should be proud of their effort. Well, as a spectator, man, that was awesome. Keep that going. Adi Savia, far out, man. If bloody blood, sweat, and tears had a body, it'll be that fella. Adi Savia, man. He just represents that. When he ran that ball on the sideline, and you could just hear him screaming. The motivation, the mentality that guy has as a leader, man. Every young boy will be looking up to him, and young girls too, And I also like at the end when he was interviewing, and he goes, man, that's what leaders do. We step up. As leaders, we lead, and the rest of the brothers or even sisters, in the girls' point of view, they will follow as well. So it was so good to see. Another outstanding player for me that I reckon tonight was Blackadder. Bro, he was the man. So, it's going to be hard to take him away from number 6. I know a lot of people say Satutu and who else is there? That's all I can think of right now. But, man, as a coach, you just want someone that would die for the jersey. And that's how he plays. He goes all out. And so that was so good to see. And obviously the All Blacks, too strong for RGs. Like I said, it was very hard to beat the All Blacks, especially if they're playing and trying to seek revenge from the loss. And so, yeah, unlucky Argentina. It's just All Blacks were just too good on the night. And well done to Razor. Great game plan. And so it's good to see that the All Blacks are able to deal with the blitz defense, because that's obviously what the Springboks are going to bring on. And so being able to see that being implemented and it actually works, man, it's so good to see. But apart from that, everyone played awesome. I thought Rico Yanni did well. But if I was to compare his performance to Anton last week, Anton is still top for me. But overall, Rico Yanni did the job for the boys tonight, and so good on you, Uso. And yeah, welcome back. And so, yeah, those are just a few thoughts that I had about the game, about the games. But, yeah, it's going to be round 3 and round 4 is going to be really interesting. Now the All Blacks have to travel to South Africa, and I think Australia has to travel to Argentina. So there's going to be some good rugby coming up ahead. So really looking forward to reading your comments and, you know, share your thoughts about the games as well. What did you learn and all that? So my 3-2-1 for this week, I will go for the All Blacks versus the Argies. I will give Adi Savea the 3. Yeah, so he will be like the most valuable player. So I'll give him the 3. Then I would give Pablo Matera the 2. And then the 1 I will give the Ethan Blackadder. So that's my 3-2-1. I know Will Jordan scored 2 tries and all that. But it was through the hard work from the forwards and setting him in that platform. One thing that I realized as well with Caleb Clark, he performed really well. You know, it was good to see the Uso come back as well. So, but did you guys notice the speed that Adi Savea put on? You know, and then that accurate pass that he gave to Caleb Clark, man. The captain can do it all, man. He can do it all. Shot Uso. So yeah, really proud of you and the way you're leading the boys. Obviously, you guys are missing Scotty and the rest of the boys that are injured, but man, mean game. Good shift tonight, All Blacks, and very proud of you all. Shot Razor and all the coaching stuff, and Shot supporters. You know, continue to stick by the boys through the good and the bads. And yeah, looking forward to seeing and talking to you guys next time. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.